Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
All right, I knew I forgot to ask a question when we sat with the coaches about just how aggressive will you be bringing a ball out of the end zone, and what's the green light for your returner? In this case, it should have been a red light. Should have stayed in the end zone. Terrible field position to start this drive.
Play action. Here's Hurts. They'll roll him out right. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Moving inside the 20.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Well, on the opening drive, he was looking for a big chunk play. Unfortunately, that time, the secondary was ready for it. Charles picked it off. Not only that, they take it the other way for points.
Homework, preparation, research, it all comes back to that, BJ. Scouting your opponent, not just the players, but the coaches too, and seeing what they call to begin a game, find out their tendencies. They recognize the early deep ball was part of their opposing game plan, and they weren't caught off guard when it showed up.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Throwing now, Graham on 1st down. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
On 2nd down, here's Graham. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 40 yards.
And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns.
Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Back to throw now in his own end zone.
That's down the field for Jefferson.
Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. 10. Lynch up the middle. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
It's a big play there for Seattle. 49 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Lynch. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. They try again with Lynch. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more?
Here's Hurts to throw.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Falcons are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Now 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun, Graham. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 2nd quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down from the gun, Graham. Flushed out right.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Rule of the roost here in this 1st half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Hurts.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Sliding out of the pocket, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Jalen Hurts.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Hurts will throw.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the Hall of Famer, Night Train Lane.
And the Falcons are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
Now Graham on first down. They still can't get it. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 18 more yards there and another first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Escaping the pressure right. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
From the pistol, they run with Lynch. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal.
And they'll run again, but he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Aiden Hutchinson in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be fourth down.
Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Tucker's kick is good.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on fourth and goal anyway, but the sack on third down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Throwing is Hurts. That's down the field for Jefferson.
And that's caught inside the 3rd.
Justin Jefferson.
71 yards.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick.
And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On second down, Lynch. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Third down and 13. Here's Graham to throw it.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Reek Woolen.
And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room.
They go play action with Hurts.
He'll buy some time right.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown.
Justin Jefferson. And the Seahawks will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
They'll try and throw for it. Rolling to his right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Falcons grab it.
Well, that two-point attempt failed due to the fumble, but people that can't see this, but you got a ball in your hands now, and you got the thing locked in pretty well. You got it covered up.
I love having a football in the booth. I always hang on to it. Makes me feel like I actually
have. If you had run that play, you would not have fumbled. I can tell you that.
Maybe.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Graham. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Reek Woolen. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Night Train Lane. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, Charles, it's so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
The football out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
They'll roll him out right. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And that ball incomplete. He couldn't work free from his defender, and now it's 3rd down. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards. Now Graham looking to throw on 2nd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as his guys are able to extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, he's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Sliding out of the pocket.
Hurts fumbles it.
And the Falcons say they have it, they do.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the deep.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
Now he's loose at the 40. CeeDee Lamb. Touchdown, Falcons. CeeDee Lamb, 91 yards.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
And this will to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Letting one after the big play inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And it's caught. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Justin Jefferson.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Steps away. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Up the middle, it's Lynch. Powers through. There he goes, left side. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Every team in the league always wants explosive plays, breakout plays, and even more so when it's your horse who's had a tough time during the game.
Yeah, not that great in the first half. Maybe he can recalibrate here in the 3rd and then carry that over to the 4th.
I like that. Recalibrate. Strong.
This is Perry. The 49er great Patrick Willis in on the tackle.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. Graham got his man complete over the middle. It's Perry.
And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown.
Power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnover.
And that's caught inside the 35. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
Chris Olave. 28 yards. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. They'll look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair
of the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
An inside run with Lynch. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
84 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Marshawn Lynch with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Falcons have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that for
multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
He'll buy some time right.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself,
and that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Out of the shotgun, Graham. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And got his man complete. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 42 yards.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big 4th quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Perry. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Ball on the 30 now, and here's a 2nd
round again. It's Perry. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 23.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Graham. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. On the give, this is their fullback. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll try the middle with Lynch. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Marshawn Lynch taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons are able to extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the Hall of Famer, Night Train Lane. And a terrific
head to the locker room.
Long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And inside the 20, being on 12 carries for him now.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
That is caught by Lamb. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.